Yeah. Everything that I do is wrong. Everything that I do is sin. All I do is get hoes and money. Tell me, when is that supposed to end? Hip-hop was my father figure. What was mama supposed to do? Rezo, the society's evil. Now you know where the rose is too. Yeah. Rezo, the society's evil. Now you know where the rose is too. Rezo, the society's evil.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Hexa, the Call of Duty Magician, and today you guys are watching a 173-6 Penta MOAB on the map Resistance. This is probably going to be one of the last few Penta MOABs you ever see on my channel, simply because MW3 is coming to an end. Call of Duty Ghosts will be here in no time, so, you know, people are obviously going to want to see that game. But MW3, it was a great game during its life cycle, and even after its life cycle. You know, MW3 ended a year ago, and people still love to see this game being played, which is pretty incredible in my opinion. And I thought in this commentary what I'd do is I'd kind of reflect on some of the pros and cons of MW3 and then give it a final grade. I know this is something that Woody's Gamertag does, and it's a really great idea, so I figured I'd kind of do a commentary on it as well. So in the comment section down below, what I'd like you guys to do is leave a few pros of MW3, a few cons, things you didn't like, and then give MW3 a final grade as well. Let me know what you thought about the game as a whole. You know, did you like it? Are you going to give it that A+ rating? Did you not like it? Are you going to give it that F rating? Hopefully it's somewhere in between, we'll see. And yeah, so let's go through this. For MW3, some of the pros, I wrote a list down. The first thing on my list is I really liked the MW3 hit detection. You know, it wasn't quite as good as MW2's hit detection. MW2's hit detection was pretty good. MW3 wasn't bad at all. I mean, you know, whenever you shot at someone, your bullets registered pretty damn well. And for me, you know, Infinity Ward games generally seem to have better hit detection than Treyarch games, which is definitely a great thing in my opinion. And I thought MW3, I think it had the second best hit detection out of any Call of Duty to date. I think MW2 is the first, this was the second. And behind this, I'm not sure, maybe COD 4, maybe not, maybe Black Ops 2, but I don't know. Black Ops 2 hit detection was too iffy for me. And for me, you know, one of the most important things in a game is how it plays. And, you know, if hit detection isn't right, then the game isn't as fun for me. So MW3 really got hit detection right, in my opinion. Not quite as good as MW2, but still pretty damn close. Next up on my list is the MOAB. I think that MW3 got it right doing the MOAB. You know, not a game-ending kill streak, but it kills the entire enemy team. And the MOAB added a lot of spice to the game. Like, you know, getting those quads and Penta MOABs, really, it made the gameplays a lot more fun to watch, in my opinion. It made like a goal to shoot for. The nuclear in Black Ops 2, kind of meh, you know, kind of boring. Like, admittedly, the first time I saw the nuclear pop up, like, I didn't even know that it was a thing. I'm like, I barely noticed it. So the MOAB was a really cool thing in my opinion, and I'm glad that Infinity Ward included it in the game. Next up on my list are the maps. Now, some people might say, you know, the maps, MW3, I like the maps. You know, the maps were better than Black Ops 2 for me. Like, MW3, there isn't one map that I, like, don't mind playing. You know, even, like, Outpost and Fallen, they're okay sometimes if you get them on domination. But for Black Ops 2, there were some really bad ones, like Aftermath, and I didn't like Turbine at all, and just some really rough maps on that game. So, you know, MW3, I'd put the maps as a pro. And last positive for MW3 is the weapon strength. Now, some people might say that, oh, you know, the ACR was way too good. The MP7 was way too good. But in reality, there were a lot of good assault rifles and a lot of good SMGs as well. You know, you could use the SCAR-L and do just fine. Same with, you know, a lot of other ones, like the AK-47, the M4, the Type 95, remember, or I don't remember what it is, the Type 25, whatever that gun was. People complained that it was way overpowered during the first week or two of the game, and that was a very good gun as well. And for SMGs, the UMP, the P90, PP90, in my opinion, was just as good as the MP7. So the main thing that I like about MW3 is the weapon strength, and what I mean by that is, your weapons, they have the ability to get multi-kills really quickly. To be able to, if you see 4 enemies, bam, you can just eliminate all the enemies instantly and have an epic montage feed. For me, Black Ops 2 just didn't do it for me. Like, if you had an SMG, it felt like it shot out peas. Like, it was like a pea shooter. And, I felt it was kind of tough to get quad and 5 and 6 man sprays with the SMGs, whereas in MW3, it was something that could actually happen. Alright, so those are some of the pros for MW3. Some of the cons, there are fewer cons for me, but the first big one is definitely death streaks. Death streaks were kind of rough. I mean, it was never fun running into some guy that was going 0-12 with Dead Man's Hand. Final Stand was also pretty rough, but with ballistic vests and support, you're kind of able to overcome death streaks. One thing Jay Nasty said that I completely agree with is that support is it allows you to eliminate some of the bullshit in the game. Like, Dead Man's Hand, without support, you die from that shit every single time. And support enables you to eliminate some of the bullshit. Now, death streaks, didn't like those, obviously. The kill streaks. Now, the assault streaks, yeah, I mean, they weren't that great. They were pretty good, but, they weren't nearly as good as Black Ops 2, which was... Black Ops 2, that's one of the pros for that game. The kill streaks were really good, at least at the start, until they nerfed them all. But, the kill streaks in MW3, they were a bit weak. The Pavlo didn't do a ton. AH6 was pretty good, but the kill streaks could have been a little bit better, in my opinion. But that's just my personal opinion. I also thought the Stealth Bomber and the EMP for support were just a huge pain in the ass. So that's why kill streaks gets put in the cons part. Now, last but not least, I kind of want to talk about solo versus support, because solo, MW3, man, I feel for you guys. Solo in MW3 was just rough. There was a lot of BS, death streaks, and things that were just really unpredictable. A Stealth Bomber could come in at any time, just wipe your entire team out. I don't know, solo in Black Ops 2 is much better in my opinion than solo in MW3. So for my final grades, I have to go solo in MW3. I'm going to give it a B. It was a fun game to play solo, but it honestly could have been a lot better. The tough part about playing solo in this kind of game is it's just so unpredictable. Like, you could just get instantly sniped by some guy. The spawns can completely flip and leave. Solo was just a mess in my opinion. Support, I'm going to give it an A-. I think if there hadn't been death streaks, I might give it an A, but I'll give it an A- for support. So final grade for MW3 for me, I'll give it a B+. Really, really awesome game. Could have done a few things better. I wish it had the MW2 hit detection. The MW3 hit detection was really, really good. I'm glad they had theater mode. The only things are, if they'd taken out death streaks, and if maybe they'd made solo a little bit better. I think Black Ops 2 solo was easier than MW3 solo. So I think if solo was a bit better in MW3, then it probably could have received an A- ranking. So that's it, guys. Final grade B+ for MW3. Let me know your grades and some of your reasons in the comment section down below. I'd like to hear what you guys thought about this game as a whole. But that's about it for the gameplay, guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this 173-6 Penta MOAB on the map Resistance. My name's Mattias, the Call of Duty Magician. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. And as always, I'll see you guys later. Peace.